Take 3? This is take 3 now.
Take 3.
My name's Kristen Cardias Menos, and I've been playing guitar for 11 years. I'll get this right, I swear.
Start again, you'll be talking to me.
Oh, so, okay, not the care. Okay.
This is like you kids at home angle, don't do drugs.
This thing,
I totally forgot to mention the sound check, which is like an important aspect of like bands and like music in general.
well, in order to get into the PA recorder, you gotta come all the way here.
The old sound man joke. Why do sound men only count to 2? Because you lift on 3.
Can I preach it like I feel it?
So it's Friday, obviously.
With parents and friends and all the people come in and see what's gone on over the week.
Friday is like, okay, like we only have a couple hours to tighten everything up and make it perfect.
All right. Hey, everybody that's on their phone, which is like pretty much everybody. It's the last day. We need to chat. We have to chat.
The sense of urgency has already gone into full effect by that time.
By Friday, do you usually feel like you're pretty prepared?
Yeah, Friday, I mean, I feel like everyone feels pretty prepared. I mean, maybe there's like, you're nervous, but in the end, I've never seen a band completely fail.
I've never seen anybody bomb.
As the camp goes on, you learn to play with more and more people, and by the time that the mock performances are there, you're totally prepared, and that even more prepares you for the actual performance on the last day. So it really does a good job of like kind of slowly getting you ready to perform.
So they're not just
Yeah.
throwing you in.
No.
So if you're a total beginner, and you go up, you're gonna sound like a beginner. That's unavoidable. But every time that I've seen a rock camp performance, everybody has at least pulled the song together, and it sounded much better than you would have expected.
Most people are playing more than 2 songs, right? So let's go through the room. How many songs?
We have 2 covers, 1 original. The original's pretty good, and we need
Who's
to
singing
practice
the original?
it. Bella is.
Ollie, how many songs? 4. And what's the strongest? What's the weakest? 3 songs. 3 songs. Okay. Yeah.
3 out of 3.
Okay. 3 songs. Just to give you a comparison, if you go to Stanford Jazz Camp, you pay $1,500 and you play 1 song. Yeah.
There's safety in numbers. You know, when you're a musician, kind of, it's like, all right, you know, I can kind of blend in. So what I expected to happen on Friday was that in the morning when the kids came in, that they would be like bouncing off the walls again, because they're going to perform that afternoon. Everyone's uptight, everyone's excited. They sort of had this camaraderie of, we're all in this together, we're all going to get up there and do this. And I expected that there were going to be some meltdowns. I can't do this, there's no way I'm getting up there, I don't feel confident, I'm not going to do it. I don't know if those things happen, and I just didn't see them happen, but I did not see that happen, which is really amazing.
A new person, someone who's there for the very first time, they're gonna come in nervous no matter who you are. That is a nerve-wracking experience to show up in a room full of a whole bunch of other people who do the exact same thing as you.
I knew I enjoyed playing music, but then when you put me in that setting with all these like-minded people, it just kind of took off.
Just disappeared soon as
try and reassure them that, like, hey, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this, all right? You know, even if with the ones that are kind of not so comfortable with their part, and I can tell, you know, it's, you know, usually I'm like, it's gonna be the way it is, you know.
Are you gonna sound like Led Zeppelin in a week? No. No way. You're not gonna. Nothing good comes easy, right?
Once you're up there and you're playing, you just forget that, you know, that you're in front of people. You're just having a blast.
Usually for me it goes pretty smoothly, and I think my kids are never really that nervous. Usually.
So next we have Inconvenient Construction. Brett's group, featuring Robbie on bass, Quincy on drums, Willow and Hazen on guitar. I know you're
of the live band is really, really scary because all of a sudden you're not letting yourself down if you make a mistake, it's the whole band. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking no matter what. I always get nervous before the performances.
By the end of the week, they get through it and they do it. And I think there's something so empowering about that. Like, wow, I didn't think I could do that. I can do this. And that can get you through other parts of your life, not just music.
And how did it go on Friday night playing those things live?
Well, I was hyped in the moment, so it's hard to tell, but as far as I know, we killed it.
Did you get any kind of feedback from the parents at the end or any?
Oh yeah, usually they're like, wow, didn't know my kid could play like that.
We're here hanging out, having a good time, understanding and playing music, so it's kind of more of a community thing.
By the end of the week, they'll be noticeably more brave. Like, are able to say yeah, I can do this. It's not that hard.
Just like you can't learn social skills by yourself, you can't learn how to play music unless you're playing with other people, which is where the community comes in.
Being in a band helped me forge some of the greatest friendships that I've had throughout my entire life.
It's like we all know each other and we all hang out with each other just because we like each other. We all like each other. That's the cool thing.
I'm pretty old now, and those friendships have stayed.
The counselors will get together and play music and hang out after camp.
That's the cool thing, to be working at a place where we're friends, Somos familia.
And it actually goes back to supporting each other, because if you really do support each other, then it forms an emotional bond that's really hard to break.
After going to that camp, before and after that camp, was a completely different human being. Like, I came into that camp kind of like, oh, I can play some Green Day songs, And then, I came out of that camp I want to learn how to play this, and I can do it.
If you want to improve, it's imperative that you do something like rock camp. And my personal opinion is I think that rock camp is definitely the best camp of its kind around. So you might as well go to the best camp.
Now I'm like, okay, bands are great. I plan on being in bands from now onwards and just playing more songs.
Anything else that you want to comment on? Anything that I didn't ask that might be important to let people know about summer rock camp or anything?
Other than mention that summer rock camp's awesome.
Summer rock camp is awesome.
All I know is every time I'm there, I have a great time.
All right, cool. I hope you can use at least a couple minutes of what I said.
I'll at least get a minute or two of what you said.